State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On 1st and 10, McNabb. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now McNabb. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, McFarland. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Switch up, switch up. 57.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action. It's McNabb. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So you're going to struggle with me. That's why I came right down and knocked down. Came right to me.
We go tonight. 120. Hey, kill. Hey, box truck.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's got his big tight end, Fant. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
52 to Mark, boy, 52. Let's go. Hey, Alpha. 52, Mike, 52. Ain't no such thing as a loss. Here we go, Carlos.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah. And he'll get in. Touchdown,
He's been doing that all season. Let's go, Chris Johnson.
A great effort.
I like this league. I got a great defense.
Number 15 on the
My defense is a 93 overall.
So
it's a good team.
Here in this
I mean, I just hate it because the whole league is souped up, bro. I mean, once they did those legends, it made the league crazy.
Justin Tucker for the extra point.
This dude's undefeated.
He's got it.
This is my first time playing him. I didn't even see him all season, but I'm always ready to play, man. I try to stay ready for people.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line. Watch QB jump. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
To throw, McNabb. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This
that should have been a big
continues to
6.
evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw on second, McNabb. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. They'll run on first down. McFarland. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
55's my guy, 55. Crunch down, defense.
Now it's McNabb. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. These two teams all tied after 1.
4 down, check. Let's go. 180. Whirling. Get him. 5. Mike 29. Rip right. Super. Mike 29. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty good.
On second and 11 now. Goff sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Bravo. Mike 29. Here we go. Hatchet. Kill.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Charlie. I got you, boy. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hey, I'm coming. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Here we go. 11.
Now gone. It's complete to Graham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
Check out.
Now gone. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. On first down, McFarland. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
So we got man.
McNabb. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise. Throwing it, you don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down, McNabb. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's McNabb. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, the O-line coach will.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
52. Man, I got you. No. Ric Flair. 52 right here.
From the 29, Goff flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Hey, Haywood. Check 52.
Throwing on third. Goff. He's got his tight end Fant. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, Goff. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
We won. Come to my work. Hey, 5. 52. Hey, Delta.
To the air again. Goff. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, McNabb. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. 1, 6, 12, 3. Check, 52's the mic. Check, 52's the mic. We own them.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. McNabb to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
You got 3 down, 3 down. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Big edge, big edge, big edge. Slam, slam, slam.
From the gun, here's McNabb. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
You better be ready. He's crossing. 5. Check. Alert flare. Hands are close.
Gone. Complete. It's Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. The first down carry here for Johnson. And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. From the gun on third down, Goff toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now McNabb. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that extends their advantage to 6 at 16-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
A good run on 1st down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a 1st down throw, gone. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2-for-1, X3, 218, chop it. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the safety creep. Watch twist.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
That's what I'm talking
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun, here's Gone. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Mike 52. Here we go. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Hey, whoa. 52, Mike 52. Tiger. Tackle. 52's the mic. Mike 52. Mike 52. All right,
on 2nd and 12, Goff. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. To throw, McNabb. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Let's go, D! Let's go! Fuck yeah! That's what I love my team, baby! That's what I love my team! Defense!
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's make these babies cry.
On 1st down, Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Let's go, baby! Yeah! Let's fucking go!
Touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Let's go, baby! I'm here for the smoke. He's 13-0. I'm here for the smoke.
And a 2-point conversion.
We play, baby. Let's fucking go, man.
Now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Let's go, baby. I'm here for the smoke.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, McNabb. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Well, they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Shreds the tackle. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Impressive.
52, Mike, 52. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Go. 52.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The open man is sharp. It's complete.
I couldn't set up.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Now it's McNabb. Looking for the end zone.
Let's go!
Crusher there as it's intercepted.
Big picks, boys! Stop fucking playing with me, nigga! Fuck out of here! Let's go! Let's go!
I know this, the holiday season.
Let's go, man! He's sick right now! Big GG's, nigga!
Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hold on. Check. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's go, D.
Hold on. Check. Hey, Echo.
52. 52's the mic. All day, just like that. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Who that?
Goff. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returning it is Moore. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
I got you, boy.
He's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
He'll look to throw.
Let's go!
Oh, a crusher there as it's
he's so lucky. That was going to the fucking crib.
Well, as
So
most
lucky.
teams do in their 2-point attempt.
Fucking Jalen Ramsey. Let's go.
Intercepted, and remember,
I love this fucking team, bro. Let's go, man. GG's.
Not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful.
That's
with those throws,
GG,
especially on the
boy.
outside. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder
That was
if
a great
number
game.
is much more
Great
of
game.
a
I had a feeling it was going to be a
anecdotal
great
type of
game.
Kind of like when the
I got his
coaches
ass,
tell us,
though.
well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
That was a great
I'm still
game.
waiting to see that number
Great
is
game.
empirical.
That was a great game. That was a great game. I'm nice, bro. Niggas be trying to sleep on me. Niggas be trying to sleep on me in leagues, boy. I be putting it too. When it's someone I know I have to beat them, trust me, I'm gonna beat them. What the fuck?
Here goes tonight. 120.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude. The lungs expand. You go down to the regular. Oh, my goodness, they can go all day. And, in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So for Denver, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, this is basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage.
Let's go, though. I'm hyped,
they'll get a chance to redeem themselves
Niggas
next week at home against Jacksonville.
He's sick.
And
That was a
Charles
great game,
Davis,
though.
our entire crew here at EA Sports,
game,
I'm
man.
Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Great game.